Good morning everyone once again, and thank you very much for coming over. So we're going to do a little bit of what we feel, what we talk, what we walk, a little knowledge transfer. Now basically you will feel that the great saints and saintly people, they're always smiling and cheerful and happy and joyful. And you feel very nice by going and meeting and being with them. Come away with some good aura around you. And you wish you could hold on to it. And then we say, after all, I am like this. And I'm made like that. And I was a human being, I am a human being. I had a nice experience. I'm a human being, I had a spiritual experience. What I wish to share with you today is what the world is talking about for thousands of years. But unfortunately, you and I have lost it a little bit. We've forgotten about it. We are all actually spiritual beings having a human experience. And this is the transformation is what you and I need to go through, and which is called education. And once you and I learn this, you will be seeing that you are champion children who has the seed of the divinity, of the Supreme. Notice in every religion, they're talking about all that wealth which you're chasing for outside of you is nothing compared to the wealth which is within you. But that wealth within us is apparently eluding us. Have you realized we can't sit still for 2 minutes? The moment we sit still, millions of thoughts are bombarding our head, and then you suddenly feel, oh, I think I should open the window, it's too stuffy. So you get up and open the window, come and sit down again. No, I think I should close the window and switch on the AC. We are restless. And subsequent to that is the experiences of our something else, which we are going to, first we need to take on to understand who we really are, our real nature. You'll be surprised to know that this topic came from one of our great mother, Nina ma'am. Raise your hand. Nina ma'am said, we tend to get often upset with our children, and we realized later that it was not the way we should have, and how do we handle it? How do we control it? So this is where you apply this. We have forgotten who we are. The moment we realize who we are, these things will not trouble us. So I'm going to take you across. This is a very powerful, very ancient, and by the way, in 1894, Swami Vivekananda gave a talk on this in England. Our real nature, man. So I'm going to share with you, and a couple of them are coupled with the latest of the concept of you and me and the human, and all over the world, particularly in the European and United States and Japan and China, etc. This concept is growing up, and everybody is elevating ourselves and going out and out to the betterment. You notice our children are different than you and I, isn't it? They're the ones who say, don't worry, Mama, it's okay, it'll be alright. You and I, as mom and dad, we might be worried and concerned. So let us understand this little bit. How do we make it permanent for us? We'll go through a little bit of steps, and it will happen so. So we're talking about the three aspects of human nature. The moment you say Robbin, Ghosh, everybody looks at me. Where is Robbin, Ghosh? You say there. Who's that? That's this body. And supposing I'm standing with the children or with anyone, and I say, who is this? What is this? This is the body. And they say, Robbin, Ghosh. So you and I are associated with this called a form. This is our body. And we think this is who we are. This body is being influenced with the mind, with our mind. And we try to train that mind, which is called education. And we say education for character that we're talking about, IB, 10 students profile, Vedanta. Truth shall always prevail and win. We're talking about, what is that? It's a part of the mind function. Intellect, memory, it's a part of the mind function. Intellect is intelligence, buddhi. Ego, me. And you want to get some job done in a government office or somewhere else, you have to go and appease the ego of that person first. And that ego is the most, the same guy, even if he has committed a murder, and if he goes and says, and typical obsequious way and makkanbazi and all that stuff, and he says, okay, alright, forgive me, go. That ego is so strong, but that's not who we are. Something else is we are. Just see, you and I, with children, these champion children are running around, we give them the freedom. Many parents come and say, why don't you discipline them? Discipline is what? Standing in a queue, wait till I tell you what to do, and proceed only with the word of command. What makes them? They become timid. Some children you will find are very timid, very shy, some are very courageous. You say, no, he is like that, or she is like that. We say, now, you could make them the way you would like to, because they have the potential of the consciousness, which is what? The human consciousness. Not a monkey, not a donkey, not a snake, not a flower. We have very special power called the consciousness. See, when we were children, you know you were there. You were there as a baby. You bring him, became a little older and a teenager. Who was that? That was me. You see family picture and mommy says, you see that picture? Do you know who was it? That was you. Who is that you? How is that body is changing continuously and you are still there? You will say, no, I was a change. I didn't know anything. Now I know a lot of things. I used to do nothing. And now I do something. I earn a lot of money. I have this and I have that. I was a change. So what has changed? Only your status of a mental frame. But what has not changed is your consciousness. It was eternally there. It will eternally be there. As per the ancient Vedanta. What did Jesus Christ say? Knock, and the door shall open for you. What does he say? Kingdom of heaven is within you. That the power of within us is what the ancient, all spiritual texts are talking about that. And that is true education, to become aware of that. If you and I can do that, you will be surprised, this anger would vanish. And there is a possibility for you and me to become like Mother Teresa. Why not? Buddha, Jesus Christ. And it's okay, ma'am. They're allowed to run around and fool around. So what we're talking about, see, you see this consciousness is like the sun's ray from within us. Within us only. See, in this fingertip, am I conscious? Yes, I am. If a mosquito bites my toe, am I conscious? Yes, I am. My stomach is aching. Who's telling me? The consciousness is telling through what? Now the consciousness is powerful being which is there in your child, which is there within you, which is there in everyone, in everything. Then what about this microphone? Does it have consciousness? Yes, it does. Only thing, aspiration to laughter, try and understand that consciousness doesn't have something by which you can experience it. This we will talk later. But everything in this universe, that's stone. And that's why you will find in many countries, they worship stones and statues and mountains and trees and river and ocean. The ancient masters said, yes, there is. What are they worshipping? The consciousness. This is illuminating the mind. The consciousness gives a little light of its own consciousness to the mind, which is called reflective consciousness. It's like sun's ray falling on us. We have light. The sun is set, and it's a full moon or a half moon night. Notice, the moon is also throwing light, but the moon is not having its own light. Moon is reflecting the light of the sun. But you say, so nice, beautiful, full moon, let's hold hand and walk together. But we don't realize that light is sun's light, it's not the moon's light. Same way as the mind is reflecting the consciousness. The moment you start to become aware of it, you will see all the negative emotions will run away, will vanish. And if none vanish, you will become aware of it and it will reduce. And progressively we will go down and down. And from this intellect, memory, perception, you know, like sometimes you're driving and suddenly you feel, wait, slow down. Something is guiding you from within. Something guides you when you get, let's say, sad or depressed or angry or jealous and say, this is not okay. This is not who you are. You're something very nice. Who's telling you? You say my mind. Actually, that is called the intuition, inner tuition, functions of the mind. And then goes to the body. And our everything today in this earth, if we find, is our mind and body. And we have forgotten about what actually who we are in the consciousness. It is like, supposing you are walking down a darkened alley, a little road, and you find something is lying. And your friend says, hey, snake. And yours gets startled. He says, snake? Where is it? It's there. You're a smart one. You take out your mobile and switch on the light. You say, no, it's just a rope. So what happened? The rope appeared to be snake. We appeared to be this mind and the body. At Actually, we are not. And the moment you and I stop to acquaint, you will enjoy your mind and the body and live a much better life, be a much better parent, and create much better kids. And they're the ones need to become aware that I am not just this, I'm something better. And that something better is the discovery that you and I need to take up. Or you're going for a heavyweight boxing championship. You're going to go on to the final round. And the other guy, opponent, is hitting you. Or in the tennis, his smash and volley is becoming better. Notice, you become stronger. You become stubborn and say, I'm going to beat you. And have you noticed the way these tennis players are looking at others? They at the end and the beginning they do shake hands. But he is my enemy. And at the end of the sports, the understanding is sports is to bring out that good nature from within. It doesn't mean that they have to become enemy. But that anger is now being used. I remember, I was like all of us. We were intelligent, we were good, but I wasn't studying. 10th grade exam coming up. My mom and dad always used to say, don't worry, he'll do it. Mom used to get very worried. Not studying, not studying, not studying. So mom sent me along with my elder brother to an astrologer. Check it out what's going to happen. I had just 26 days left for the exam and I wasn't studying. I was intelligent like all of us. I knew I would pass, but that was not enough. And teachers were saying, you can do so much better. Come on, study. You remember you and I have been through like this. The astrologer was a blind guy and his daughter was reading out the horoscope. And he did like this. So my elder brother said, what? He said he's going to fail. I was so angry. I got up and came out. My elder brother came running. Why are you doing this? You are insulting him. I said, what insult? I feel like slapping him. I'm telling you the truth. I felt like that. I was so angry. I said, how dare he say that I'm going to fail? He said, what else? You're not studying. I said, okay. I said, I'll show you. You know, in the state, there were only 2 first class at that time. I was the second one. First one was another guy. I didn't get a first class. Next 24, 25 days, I didn't sleep. I was just studying. And you and I have done like this in our life, isn't it? But that's another way of using the anger. But I'm trying to say, it is not the way to be taken up. So here, these are some of the emotions that you know are part of us. The anger is neither good nor bad. It is a powerful thing as per the evolution by the Western psychologists. Not for anything without the saying that's a waste of energy. And here, as for the Western, it says you can utilize, I'm giving you 4 angles, West and East. It could be converted into best motivation. So you want to do something, you want to do well, you may utilize that power from within like that. There is another way. Notice, these are the environmental things with which we are growing up. And notice our children, brothers, sisters, fighting like this. Why? Because they learn by copying their elders. See, you and I need to be very conscious and careful that what we do, what we talk, our children are going to do that. They learn through copy. You and I have to become transform ourselves. How do we do that? I'll show you a few ways in a few minutes. This is a typical way of a child's mind builds up towards, with that reflective consciousness, towards perfection. So if you deal with that condemnation, they become timid and shy and things like that. This you all know already. What we really need to do, the goal isn't to never feel angry. The goal is to understand your anger and to choose the healthy ways to respond to it. No, it is okay to be angry. But no, it's a wasteful effort. Because you yourself realize, I shouldn't have done it. You speak a lot of words at that time. You say a lot of things at that time. The moment you become aware, conscious, that anger is a negative emotion, it is there, or jealousy, or greed, or small-mindedness, or pettiness, you need to become aware, conscious. You need to see, I need peace. I need love. But tell me something, if you go and say, you don't love me, you don't love me, you don't love me, I hate you, will you get love back? No. But that guy or the girl who doesn't love you, or started loving and hating and started on this, what is happening in most of us. In the public, in the people that you're talking, supposing you say, my wife, my husband, he really cares for me. And we are all going towards that perfection, which is called perfect love. You know what? Next time your husband, your wife looks at you, she will have that message. He will have that message. We are going to. And you will see how come it is one very good champion boy and a champion girl, both have done very well in their life, earning a lot of money, now established, but I think something is missing. Something is missing. So what is it? I need a partner, my soulmate. And they get connected. So what is it? A bored young girl meets a bored young guy. And they meet each other. This is my life's ambition. Now we have made my soulmate. You haven't even made your soul. Your soul is your consciousness. How are you going to know which is your soulmate? So what happens? One bored guy bores the one bored young girl very soon, and they separate. 78% of the marriages in the world are broken. How come? Because they are not getting connected to who they are. If they are, then they see divinity, this consciousness in the other. Call it God, call it Allah, call Christ, call Krishna, call Divine Mother, whatever. So, lock it up, keep it inside of you, or set it loose, vent your anger, or control it. What is it? What about letting go? Is it possible? We are trying to talk about letting it go will make you peaceful. How do you let it go? This monkey is a monkey who is to wait for a farmer to go out so that he could come down and eat the bananas. This farmer was alone. No mother, no father, no wife, no children. Poor guy, he would come back and he sees bananas and eat. He used to get really bummed. You know, he tried all his ways to catch the monkey. He couldn't. Monkey is very smart. So he went to, like you and I do, we go to a wise man. So he went to a wise man, a monk, in the mountain. Maharaj, I'm having a lot of trouble. Can you please help me? What should I do? I want to catch that monkey. I don't want him to come and eat up my fruits. So he told him, okay, you buy this jar. It should be very heavy and it should have a small net. Small net. And don't put the bananas in a bunch. Put one by one. Small net. He said, how would it help? It doesn't even have a cover in the net. He said, doesn't matter. Just watch. He said, really? So he had faith. So he came and he did that. And he said, monk has told me, so peacefully he is gone. Monkey has come. He saw the banana, he put his hand inside. As he held the banana, he made his fist. But the fist, he couldn't take it out. The neck was so small, the moment you make a fist, you can't take it out. All he had to do, let go of the banana and take his hand out and run away. The farmer has come back. He is not letting go of the banana. And the farmer is beating him with a cane. And he's suffering, he's shrieking, he's crying. Key, whatever he does. The farmer is having fun by beating you, idiot, you ate up all my banana. The monkey, all he has to do is let go the banana and run. He is not letting go the banana. So what's the message? You and I are not letting go of our bananas. We have to let go of that banana. What we are talking about, let go. And you will see all that wealth untold which is outside of you is nothing compared to the wealth that you have within you. Get connected with that. And that is what the great masters in the world have done. Who you praise, worship, respect, and be peaceful with them. You and I have that with us too. So we are talking about you may not be able to control your circumstances. For example, there is a vegetable vendor, another monkey story, okay? These are all stories from Parental. He used to carry the vegetables, go to the forest and sell the vegetable on the other side of the forest. So what the monkey used to do, he used to come down and pick up one vegetable and go up and eat it. And this vegetarian vendor, he was very smart. He used to put the vegetable tray down and he used to throw a stone. And the monkey will throw the vegetable back. He used to put it in the basket and go. And he was pretty happy. He was doing his business okay. And then he grew up and he got married and he had a baby. And this baby became a vegetable vendor. So this boy, who's now, he has to go through the same forest, monkeys are still there. So he tells Baba, I'm scared to go, the monkeys are going to come down. This farmer, who knew, he said, no, don't worry. You go, if they do that, come and take the vegetable. You put your vegetable can down and throw a stone. He's going to throw the vegetable back, you take it and go. So the boy went, young guy now, and the monkey came, he picked it up and he went up, he put it down and threw a stone. The monkey looked at him and said, do you think only you have a father? He said, my father told me not to throw it back. And now, this is what I'm talking about, controlling your circumstances. So, we're talking about, but you can control your response to that circumstances. Our intention is to know how to. You have the choice. The choice is always with you. You choose. You choose today, well, you will create masterpieces. Long time ago we realized this. You know why? Because I, like you, have gone through the same mistake. And I wish somebody had come and guided me. I tell my kids, I was telling them day before yesterday, I said, you know guys, I feel really jealous of you. They said, why sir? I said, I wish I had this education. I would be a different guy today. You and I need to give this to our kids and take them across. Don't blame circumstances or people, or you are the one who spoiled my whole life. Now my life is miserable. Yeah, it's not you, it is me. Whatever it is that is within me. Now when you do something good, it goes into your subconscious mind, which is called the samskar. Western world, subconscious mind. It stays there. Now like when you boil milk or sugar syrup or water, the bubbles come out. These samskar, the subconscious mind, let it come to the bubble. What is that bubble? It's called vritti or attitude. It comes up as a thought. Now, you cannot control your subconscious mind, but you may influence it by controlling the vritti, what has come up, the bubble. How do you do that? By replacing with a good thought. Bad thought will come up, I feel like I boxed my boss. He's so bad. If you box it, it's going to become another subconscious, deeper impression that is going to come up and make you more boxing type. On the other hand, if you replace it with a good thought, you will become that good thought. And that's all we are talking about, not the circumstances. So, what can I do? Setting free. Very nice to say, who really we are. And this is the tremendous conscious effort of reasons to get angry. So be alert. First, become aware, become conscious. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm sitting here. Notice, if you cannot hear me, you cannot see me if you were not conscious. But become conscious of your consciousness. We are unconsciously conscious. Like the fish is not aware of the water. You and I are not aware of the consciousness everywhere around us, inside of us and outside of us. That wave in the ocean, the moment the wave realizes I am water, the entire ocean is filled with water. They're all one. They're not two now, not two different waves. Every wave is me. Everyone is me. My child is me. My wife, my husband is me. My parents are me. Naturally, automatically become kind and caring. Why? Because you are creating a better subconscious mind by doing kind things. So whatever we want in our life, first becoming aware, do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. Be kind, kindness will love come kind. You want love, you have to love people. You want money, give money to others. If you give money to others, then I will give. The world says now, give what you have. You have this much of love, give it. You will get that much back. And then you will have that much love. And you give that, and you will have that much love. And this is how it happens. This school is an example. Many of you have been traveling with us for many years. See how is it growing? So, pray. Pray whether you believe in God or don't believe in God. Pray to the unified field. Pray to the consciousness. If you don't believe in God, believe in God, pray to God. Whatever you believe in. If you like, pray to your conscious mind. But pray. Prayer concentrates your willpower and makes it happen. I have to finish this 100 meters dash. That's the willpower, concentration. So, vichara is called self-inquiry. Reflect upon yourself sometime. Sit still. Think about it. You do that many a time. Automatically do it because it's your part of your human nature. You will inquire, but do it consciously now. Instead of saying, oh, I shouldn't have done that, I'm feeling bad. Now you're doing it consciously. And like the toothache, keep a watch over your mind throughout the day, throughout the time. The moment you tend to say something impulsively, the moment you start to become aware, you will see the impulsiveness will go away. It will not go away one day, it will go away. And each person will have a difference of that impulse going away. Very important. Practice silence. What is silence? Is the wave becoming the water. It's stuck moving. Practice silence. Maybe a short time and slowly increase. Maybe first thing in the morning. Have you noticed most of us when we get up in the morning we don't feel like talking? Some of us as soon as we wake up we want to talk. Practice silence for a while. You choose your time. What time you want to practice. And it doesn't mean make fanatic gestures. You're going to tell the maid, no, not like that. Silence is silent. Don't worry. That consciousness will take care. You wanted her to bring a cup of tea. You wanted a cup of coffee Sunday morning. And you feel like, I will have a cup of coffee. But I'm feeling very lazy. I don't feel like getting up. If you're connected with consciousness, just watch. Your husband, your wife will get up and say, let's have some coffee. Say, wow, how did you know? How did you know? Hey, you do know, don't you know? that let's say your wife is wanting some chocolate and some flowers? How do you know that? She didn't tell you. Or your husband wanting a special coupling or something like that. How do you know that? You do come to know. When you become conscious, you come to know faster. So tips 2. Cheerful silence. Noble silence. Whenever the negative thoughts will come, okay? Because negative thought wants to come and poke his head, wants to shake his head. You snip it off with a scissor. What is that? Vritti. You are replacing it with a positive vritti. So shut up. You have no place. The devil wants to wag his tail. You chop up the tail. You just shut up. You have no place. And then replace it positively with a positive mind. Keep a check on impulse to speak. You feel like speaking. Keep a check on that impulse. Opinion, even if we are, like sometimes people say something and you feel like giving your opinion. Or people are talking to each other, you happen to be third or fourth or fifth party, you want to pipe in and say your opinion. But did he ask you? Did she say, what do you think? So speak when you are spoken to. Maintain that somber, respectful silence. And then come to you. And how do you keep it silent? Cheerful with a gentle smile. And they look at you, they're looking at you all the time. They say, hey, what do you think about it? Say, okay, give your opinion. But with this, what is happening? You are controlling your impulsive things. And that is also you, this is also you. Both are within you. Three, establish truth. Very powerful. Tell yourself, I'm not going to tell lies. Many people say, we have to. World is like this. Never anybody tell lies. You tell truth. You'll be surprised the moment you establish truth. What you don't want in your life, it will go away from you. It will not bother you. All you have to do is establish that truth. Mandakya Upanishad, second sutra, Satyameva Jayate. It will always win. India's emblem, truth shall always prevail. Hold on to it. It's not easy, but it's not difficult either. I don't tell lies for some time. Maybe 50 odd years. Before that I used to. I didn't know. I didn't know that why should I tell truth. I realized it much later. Learn to forgive. You hear about this. Learn to forgive. How? That guy is telling me one slap. You replace it with a prayer. And you will be surprised. That guy who wants to slap you or be angry with you will not meet you any further. Today, meeting, soon enough they will go away from your life. You will not have those adversities. And if you do have, you will still know how to react to it because you are under control. But you have to make your mind up. You have to be conscious. You have to become aware. See the supreme divinity in everyone. The goodness. Basically see the goodness. Goodness in the child. Child may be whining right now. See what does it want. Maybe it's just throwing tantrum. Tell the child, hey champion, you are not like this. You're something very good, very nice. All it must be wanting your attention. Somehow we have grown up thinking that if I whine, then only mommy will come. Because, when he wanted the milk or he wanted his bottle to be clean, you are looking, he's playing with the toys, maybe 6 months, 10 months old baby. You are working wherever you're working. You're keeping an eye on the baby. Mommy's eye is always on the baby. Till the baby cries, you don't come. So baby has learned to draw mommy's attention, I have to do wham. You've trained the baby like that. Whereas you know as a mommy, have you realized one thing? That young mother who's got the baby, whole day her consciousness is on that baby. Not thinking of anything else. But at night, at the sleeping time, you're tired, you got up to sleep, and now you flake out. Your hand is on the baby, and slowly your hand falls off. Baby is gone from your consciousness. Apparently, you go off to deep sleep, and you wake up and say, I had so nice sleep. And you joyfully expect to do it again tomorrow. And tomorrow night, you want to have the deep sleep. You want your hands to fall off the baby. You don't say, no, I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to go to my baby. You do. Where do you go? Have you ever thought about it? You go to that consciousness which is you. And that is where you have the perfect peace, happiness, tranquility, perfect rest. And you can do it consciously. Here you're doing it unconsciously by flaking out to sleep. Cause and effect. Whatever good you do, good things will come back to you. The moment you handle an angry situation with calmness, you will see something good will come to you. You handle it and you feel good about it. You will be surprised next time you will handle it. Second, most important, your child is looking at you. Child is watching you, how you handle it. Child will also handle the same way. So become aware. Ask yourself throughout the day, in every situation, am I smiling? Have you noticed most of us, if you look carefully, when you're walking around, when you're at the airport, in a mall, become conscious. Look at other people's face. You will see everybody almost got a mobile and looking around. And if not mobile, they're looking around everywhere, but they don't have a cheerful face. There are faces full of like that. Critical analysis, shopping, buy, not buy, trust, not trust. Tell yourself, am I smiling? You can do the same thing smilingly. You will see it will become your nature. And everybody falling for you now. And you will see the people who smile is the one that you want as your friend. You want that smiling person as your friend, as your husband, as your wife, as your partner, as your children. Instead of criticism, hostility, learn to speak sweetly. Learn to how? Become aware. Did I say it correctly? Oh, I should have done like that. I should have spoken like this. Just become aware. Very important. Choose your company. You know, there are some people who you don't like, but because of social reasons, you have to be with them. So what do? My daughter in 8th standard, she came to me, Nida, you all know, sir, I have to change my class. I said, why? You know that girl who's come, 2 days back some girl came, and you placed her right next to me, and she's always using terrible words. I said, what words? I can't tell you. I said, why? Oh no, they're very bad words. I said, okay, very nice that you can tell, but why do you want to shift? I don't want to hear it the whole day. I said, listen, it's very easy for me to shift you. But tell me something, why has that girl been placed next to you? She said, you've done it. I said, no, I haven't done it. Mommy has done it. I said, mommy has not done it. Teacher has done it. I said, teacher has also not done it. She said, Dad, I said, you tell me. She said, I don't know. I said, think, why is that girl right next to you? You think, why is that guy hostile person is right in front of me? Because you're supposed to correct that person. Because you have the power to do that. To manage that child, to manage that friend, to manage that elderly person or a bad boss. I told her, listen, okay, it's very easy for me to change it. I'm not going to change it. You learn how to handle it. She said, I have to hear that bad word. I said, you make sure that she doesn't and you don't get influenced. So I said, anytime you have trouble, you come to me. I'll again guide you. She came 2-3 times. I told her handle it like this. And then I also forgot she also never came. 2 years. 10th standard, I was walking around and I saw her standing with her hand in the same girl. And she was having a very animated, joking, laughing and talking to them. I said, shall I tell? I said, no, I'll not now. At night, dinner time. I said, by the way, how's that girl? She said, oh, she's so good. She's so nice. I said, what about her language? She's a 95% change. I said, really? Very nice. Who changed her? I don't know. I said, who changed her? Come on, think. Is it school? I said, in a way, but not directly. Teacher? I said, in a way, maybe. God? I said, certainly yes, but something else. Who? Through who? She said, I don't know. I said, you're the one who's done it. And they're good friends now. So you and I need to learn from the spontaneity of the children. They're doing it all the time. You know, this is the dog in the bowl. You know, dogs put this ball, they chew it, they put it on the ground, and when they want to chew it again, they go down, dig it up, and go start chewing again. And it's a dry bone, there is nothing in it. But they chew and chew, and the sharp edges of the bone cuts their own cheek, the dog's own cheek. And they taste the blood of their own blood. And they say the bone is very juicy. They don't realize that they're drinking their own blood. Have you noticed? The dogs always love to chew. You and I, like the monkey has to let go, we have to let go. We are enjoying from our own suffering and we say this is life. They say it is not life. Ancient masters will say it is not so. So, remember the lives of the great masters, and anger as per the ancient is a monster, is the gateway to hell as per Vedanta. Difficult time to control a strong impulse to get angry, drink a glass of water, go for a walk. Can't handle it, can't get out from there, be silent. Not angry, but becoming aware. Okay, say something like, shall we discuss this a little later? I understand your point. The moment you say, I understand your point, there resolve that anger, it subsides. And talk about it later. Maybe 2 days, 5 days later, maybe at night for dinner. Find the right moment. When is the right moment? You only know. By looking at the person. This appears to be a right moment. Don't try to give it back. That's the general tendency of human mind. I'm going to win. I'm going to give it back. And that's called the machine gun. The moment you fire like that, it's going to come back to you. Cause and effect. Remember that. If you choose to go for a walk, it's not a bad idea. But don't try to go for a drive. If you go for a drive when you're angry, you will land up in trouble. Most probably. Most people you see in the movies, get in the car, start and going around like that. Hey, these are all Bollywood movies. You are under better control. So, stand as a witness to your anger. Your consciousness is a witness to the reflective consciousness of your mind. Your mind is not you. Your body is not you. Like that wave is not the wave of the ocean. If the water has become the wave. The water is the ocean. If I take away the water, wave will vanish. Ocean will vanish. This one is made of wood. So this table is one word. Wood is another word. Wood and table. 2 words. If you look carefully, it is only one. It's only wood. Table is the body. Table is so-called the existence. But table is not it. It's the wood. Tomorrow the table may be broken and that same wood you can utilize. This wood was a little while before a tree. But the tree was chopped off and made into a table or a desk or a rostrum or a podium. It is not going to sustain for long at the table. Wood will stay. Water is going to stay. You are like a witness. What is that? Whatever you see, you perceive the world with eyes and ears. Whatever you hear, you are a witness. You say, I am seeing. Notice it. I is one without the knowledge. Okay? I is one, but the seen are many. I is more or less remaining constant, but the scene is continuously changing. I is one and there are so many people. Now, little later, you notice, you're seeing through the eye and here something tells you, oh, this stupid guy, Dr. Ghosh, talking, I feel sleepy. Eyes are closing. How do you know your eyes are closing? Who is knowing that your eyes are closing? Something else, not the eye. Something else tells you that I need a spec. Something else tells you that I need to go to an ophthalmologist. Who's that I? That's your mind. And notice, this mind is also sometimes angry, sometimes depressed, sometimes happy, sometimes joyful, sometimes jolly. Who is noticing it that I am angry now, or I am happy now? Who is that I? That is that consciousness I, where the mind is changing, consciousness is constant. So be the drashta, be the seer, be the witness to what you're doing. The moment you start to practice it a little bit, 15 minutes a day, sit still, witness. What thoughts come into my mind? Just witness. With your eyes closed. Let it come. Just witness it. I am not that mind. I am not the thought. In Upanishadic word, Mano Buddhi Ahankar Chittayano Na Aham. Man, the mind, the Buddhi, the intellect, the Ahankar, I, the Chitta, this reflective, is not me. Na Aham. Imagine what the Upanishad is saying. Aham is I am not I. Can you realize this? That I is that mind, small I. The big I is the consciousness. And it is most powerful. So if you get connected or take the journey to get connected, something happens. You can't realize it, you cannot fathom it, but it happens. Like you're driving, you're in a hurry, but you're connected. And you say, it's okay, I'll be on time. Railway bridge goes up, and suddenly green light comes in. And everything is happening. How? Consciousness is playing its role. Be conscious that I am connected and there is a supreme power is taking care of me, my children, my family, my husband, my wife, my parents, everyone. You will suddenly find suffering, sickness, disease will not invade you. I'm just giving an example, I'm not boasting. Many of you know me for many years. I haven't been sick for the last 51 years in one day. I don't have cough, I don't have cold, I don't get stomachache, nothing. I don't get anything. How? I'm not great. I'm saying we all are great. Your children are great. All we have to do, take up the journey to travel. We all are journeying. I am also in the journey. In this process, dinner time is a very nice time. Talk, share. And if you have only once in a week dinner time, because every time else everybody is wrong, then it's okay. We are in the modern world. It's okay. After 1 day or 2 days, whatever time, talk to each other. Talk about what? Nice things, joyful things, happy things, great things. And if there are negative things, discuss it. How should we have handled it? Give another angle. You will not say yourself will come up. So, food that we eat has got to bring control over our anger. Have you noticed the leopards, the hyenas, the tigers, the lions, what are they doing? Why? Have you noticed, you go to a zoo, and have you noticed they're all walking up, walking down, walking up, walking down. They're very restless. So, food does have a lot of control. And there are certain, by the way, I put this website into the YouTube. This particular presentation, you will be getting it. Even practicing a few of these things, one of these things will change you. It has changed me. It has changed millions of people in the world. I want it to change me more and change you more. It would, because that's the power. So become a great mom, great father of measured words. Speak less. Every word you speak should be valued with tons of gold. How do you do that? Just reflect. Think. Instead of impulsively speaking, wait. You'll see something will come from within you. Where is it? It's all inside of you. Where is the apple inside the seed? It is there. Where is the brilliance in the child? It is there. Where is that huge 330 feet tall tree, redwood oak tree? It is there. And you know that seed is so tiny of the redwood oak California tree, 330 feet is the tallest tree, you can't even see with a magnifying glass. You need a microscope. And it has got all the programming. You and I have the programming. Your child does too. So become aware. Any questions? Any doubts? Thank you very much. Should you have anything, you're always welcome to come down and sit down and talk. Generally we are talking about Vedanta, we are talking about IB, but how do we couple them? Many of you may have these questions, and how do they transform? The children are changing. I can see that today. You can see that today. How can I give guarantee your children will live lives? Because they are good, they are powerful. You and I need to become aware. Wish you good luck in your journey. Thank you very much.